Hey guys, welcome to another session, the cybersecurity frameworks. I didn't prepare any presentations here. I'll say openly, I don't need to waste my time in preparing the presentation. So you can easily go to the Lockheed Martin websites and you can search for a cyberkill chain. So you can easily get this. So what's cyberkill chain? So it will be an important questions in interview if you are a freshers or if you are going for any other jobs. If you are moving to one domain to another domain, so the cyberkill chain might attack framework. This two questions will be there. Uh, so what's a cyberkill chain means? Okay, so let's take an example. There is a threat actors. So or there is a attacker doing some attack, so he need to follow some track, right? So he need to go step by step. Okay, the cyber kill chain and MITRE, it will represent the path how the attackers will achieve their objective. So if their motive is like attacking a company and doing a ransomware or uploading the data from the companies or taking a command and control, so how they will achieve their motive, how they will hack the company, it will, the cyberkill chain and MITRE, these two frameworks will give a step by step explanations, so how the attacker will achieve their objective. So if their objective is like anything, so we need to hack the company and we need to delete some data or upload some data from the company, or we need to pull the ransomware inside the company. So this both frameworks will give the explanation about this. So how the attacker complete their attack one by one. Okay. So this is the word adversaries must complete in order to achieve their objective. So how they are going to achieve their steps one by one. So first we will see the, so APT, you can refer this term, advanced persistent threat. So you can give the, you can see the definition here. So I don't need to go for that. Let's see the recognitions. So in the recognitions part, we are basically, we need to set our target, right? So the attacker will choose their target and they will gather some information about their target. Okay. So let's take an example. If I am attacker, so I need to attack one of the company named Incetrix or Cybertron 01 or any other company. So what I will do, I can't able to go to the company and directly attack into the machines, but you need to gather some data from the company. Okay, from, you need to gather some informations about the company. What was the public IP of the company? What was the email addresses they are using? And uh, how many employees are working in their company, and employees email address, some confidential information if possible. So you need to gather some information. Okay, this is like you are going to attack your enemy. So but you need to uh, you need to understand what was the enemy weakness, or what was the enemy was thinking, and as possible you need to get much informations. Okay, so let's think of it, that's called as a recognition part. We are doing the same here. So after doing the reconnaissance, trust me, we will see everything in the real time, in the real attack, how I will do the scanning and how I will do the weaponizations, everything we can see in the upcoming sessions. Don't worry about that. Okay, so I hope many of them feels like it's full of theory. Don't um, don't think like that, because theory is one of important concept in cybersecurity, because uh, we need to understand the concepts, how it was working. So after understanding the concept only you can able to attack the companies. Okay, so the next part will be the weaponization. So the weaponization part, once you understand the enemy, your organization, So you need to develop your code, okay? You need to develop your own program to attack the company, okay? So you know how to attack the company now because you are doing some recon part. And the next part you need to do some you have the program, right? You need the tool to attack your enemy, or you need the program to attack the organization, example malware, okay? So you need to do that, the weaponization part. The next part will be the delivery. So after creating your own program, so you need to deliver that malware or program into the target company what you are targeting. Through you can use the email. So we gathered email informations in reconnaissance. You can deliver your payload in the email, the malicious code in the email, USB or web, any option is okay. So whatever is feasible to you, anything is okay. So once delivery, and let's start the exploitation. So once delivering that, the fourth step will be, if it's a vulnerability, you can exploit that. You can exploit that vulnerability and get into the machine. And finally you can install the malware. So after installing the malware, so malware is a malicious code which you have created, okay? So after installing the malware, you will get a command and control. So command and control means a reverse shell from the servers which you are targeted. So you can control the organization using the command and control. So it will open a separate channel for you and the machine you have hacked. So you can perform all the commands. You can do whatever you want there. And the actions and objective will be the, so after getting a command and control, so what are the things you are doing, okay? What's your original goal? Sometime someone will be think, I need to hack the organization and I need to upload something into the organization, or I need to install more malwares into the organization, or I need to hack other machines in the organization. So that's all will be there in actions and objective, okay? So whatever you want to do, example deleting the data, modifying the data, and stealing the credentials, usernames, password from the browsers, etc, etc, a lot of things you can do, okay? So action and objective will be you. So what are the things the objective is like that, okay? So my objective will be, so once I get into the machine, I need to exfiltrate, I need to upload the company credentials, company data into the cloud or into the public platform, like that. So everyone goal will be like deleting the data, uploading the data, and targeting other machines. So that's depend upon the hackers. So action and objective will be your objective. So what you want to do, you can go ahead and you can do that objective, okay? So that's all about the cyber kill chain. So we will see the MITRE framework in the next section, and what are the possible interview questions you can face here in the cyber kill chain and attack framework, okay? So let's hop off this video. EDR rules, detection engineering, MDRs, XDRs, everything, everywhere you can see the rule based on MITRE attack framework. Because if you see the cyber kill chain, there is only a 7 tactics are there, right? Recon, weaponization, delivery, 7 methods are there. But if we see in MITRE, there will be 14 tactics will be there, okay? This is a detailed explanation. If you comparing the difference between the cyber kill chain and MITRE will be a best thing. So it will give, because it will give a detailed explanations of attacker, how they will achieve their goal to attack the organizations, okay? So basically in MITRE, so this the I'm not discussing about this kind of things, and okay, so let's learn what are the things we need in MITRE, okay? There is a 3 things. One is a tactics, and another one is a technique, and another one is a TT procedure, okay? Tactics, techniques, and procedure, okay? So basically we will call this as a TTPs, tactic, technique, and procedures. So we can say the tactic is like a reconnaissance, resource development, initial access, execution, persistent privilege escalation, defense evasion. This all the things we can say it as a tactics, okay? So see, in cyberkill chain, there is only a recon, and we will directly go for a weaponization, delivery, and exploration initial access. Sorry, exploitation and initial access. But in MITRE framework, there is lot of uh, tactics. Tactics will be there. Okay, so we can learn all the tactics in upcoming sessions one by one. So the privilege escalation, how they will achieve, uh, defense evasion, how they will do everything we can see there. Okay, so probably this is the things we can say this is a tactics, and inside the tactics you can see different techniques. So if it's a reconnaissance, how the threat actor will do the recon using the active scan, or which technique they will use, gather victim information through LinkedIn or any social engineering related, like exploring the Instagram or Facebook or anything. How the threat actor will achieve the reconnaissance or phishing for information, like you are sending some phishing link to the victim, and once the victim get logged in, so you will get the credentials. So that depends upon which techniques you are using. And the and the procedures, like, so if I give the uh, execution part, if I click on the technique, this is the execution tactics, and the technique will be there is 14 techniques, and I will click one of the technique. So you can see command and scripting interpreter. So these are the procedures. Okay, procedures will give a detailed explanation how the goal will be, how the threat actor will achieve their goal exactly. Okay, so whether they will use a PowerShell, or whether they use any other Visual Basics based applications or anything. Okay, so how exactly the threat actor will achieve their goal in the execution. Okay, so this will give a very detailed explanation comparing to the cyberkill chain. So sometime in interview they will ask questions like, so whether you will use a cyberkill chain or MITRE. So your answer should be a MITRE, because MITRE will give a detailed explanation of the threat actor, how they will operate and how they will achieve their goal, achieve their goal to attack the organizations. Okay, this will give a very detailed explanations, like each and every techniques the threat actors will use for it. Okay, so let me explain each and every tactics here, so that you have some idea about this. Okay, so let's start with the reconnaissance. So reconnaissance is, we know it's a information gathering. So you can gather information from any way, like you can scan the machine, or you can do some other reconnaissance, like you can use the Maltigo, or you can go for a Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social engineering things, and social medias. So you can use any tools for your account to gather the victim informations. Okay, once you gather victim informations, you need to develop the resource. So what are the resource you need for attacking the organization, right? So you need to develop your own program, your own code, or your own malware, whatever you can say, you have to develop that. And the third thing, the initial access will be how you are getting into the machine, like you are whether you are using the phishing, or you can doing some external remote service like RDP or anything. Okay, some code injections or anything, the initial access, what techniques you are following. For example, the phishing, you are sending a spam email to your victim in the Outlook, and you are when the victim click on the link, so now the code will be executed on the victim machine. So that's the one way. So we can discuss everything in the initial access in the upcoming videos. I just give some example, don't worry about that. So if you are a fresher, don't worry about that. Okay, so next execution will be how you are executing your code, how you are executing your malware inside the machines. Okay, after executing, the next technique will be the persistence. So persistence is like when the victim shut down or restarted their machine, so your malware will be terminated, right? Your malware will be deleted from the memory, so you will not get any reverse connection from the malware. So you can't able to control the victim machine, control the target machine. So what you are doing, you need some persistent connection from the victim machine, right? So you can use some techniques to be a persistence. If the victim restarted the machine also, you will be getting the command and control probably once the if the victim rebooted or restarted their machine, so you will get a command and connections. Okay, so next thing will be the privilege escalation. Privilege escalation is like if you are in a user privilege, you can move to the administrator privilege. It's an example of a college. Let me take an example of a college. So there is a student ID and principal, head of the department, staff, everything, every people was there, right? So if you are in a student ID, so you need to move to the principal privilege, so you can do some techniques and you can easily get the administrator privilege, user to the administrator privilege, administrator to the super admin privilege. Okay, so you can see that in the privilege escalation tactics. And let's discuss about defense evasion. Defense evasion is like you are turning off the, you are disabling the defenders, or you are bypassing the antivirus platform or any EDRs platform they are using. Okay, so next we have a credential access. The defense evasion is like bypassing the antivirus or firewalls or whatever you can call. So next thing will be a credential access. So once you get into the machine, you can steal the browser credentials. You can take the victim targeted browser credentials, example the Facebook, Instagram passwords, or the Windows machine passwords, or any passwords you want. You can gather the information, credential information from the victim machine. And discovery is like if you want to if you want to hack other machines inside the organization, you can do some scanning. So what are the machines are present inside the network, and which machines will be the active directory, which machines will be the which machine we can hack, we can do our next exploitations. You can scanning the internal host. Basically it's discovery is like that. Lateral movement is like once you have the informations, like you will get enough information from the discovery part, like what are the machines are available in the internet, so which are the machines are we can hack. Okay, so once you got some information, you are trying to move from one machine to another. Uh, you hacked on one machine, you need you need to hack another machine inside the organization. So what you are doing, by using the lateral movement tactics, you can move from one machine to another. That's why you are doing your discovery part. Okay, so discovery, you are scanning the internal network, and you are discovering what are the machines are live in the internal network, and you are hacking one by one. You are going to hack the machines one by one. Okay, so one by one inside the organization. So that's a lateral movement. So once you get all the machines, so you are collecting the informations. Okay, you are collecting. So if you want to exfiltrate, if you want to exfiltrate the data into the public cloud, or if you want to gather all the confidential documents, informations, videos, presentations from the company to move it to the cloud, to move it to your server. So you are collecting all the information what you want. Okay, so that's basically a collection. So you are collecting the information whatever you want from the company. So and the command and control will be, you are using the third party applications like the AnyDesk, TeamViewer, so RDP, like that. So the screen will be visible to you. Okay, you can easily control the machine from the command and control. It's like you can execute whatever you want, you can do whatever you want. Okay, in command and control. So next we have an exfiltration. Exfiltration is like a, so you are transferring the data. So what are the data you have collected, and you are transferring all the data into your cloud. Okay, into your cloud platform, or into your server, into your computer. Okay, so you can gather all the credentials. For example, you gathered a browser credential from the credential access, and you are collecting the browser credentials by using the exfiltration. You are uploading the usernames and password into your server. So that's an exfiltration. And impact is like basically you are installing the ransomwares in the environment, or deleting the shadow copies, deleting the files in the organizations, deleting the backups, and deleting everything. So doing modifying the machines or doing whatever you want. Okay, that's an impact. So there is a few tactics and techniques are there. So we have seen everything. We can see the detailed attacks in practical in upcoming videos. Let's hop off this video and we will continue our discussion, our continue our practical things in the next video, sorry, next section. See you guys. I hope you have cleared about the, you have a clear understanding about the MITRE attack framework. Okay, so if any of them ask the questions like in interview, like if any of them ask like whether you will be using the CyberKill chain or a MITRE, so your answer should be MITRE, because MITRE will give the detailed explanation of each and everything. So every tactics, techniques, and procedures. So you can follow that. Okay. So that's all, guys. From my side, we'll hop off and we'll continue our practical in our next session. See you guys. Bye bye.